Okay, well that's very odd. I'm gonna have to use my webcam microphone when I'm playing FSX, apparently, because it doesn't recognize my desk mic. Just as I was saying, I was hoping that I'd fixed all my issues with this, trying to stream this game. It seems to have fucked my mic over, which is excellent. Anyway, I've made some setting adjustments which should hopefully make this not freeze up and desync OBS and cause all the other issues it was causing last couple times I tried to stream it. So we're just going to take the lightning up from my local airport and kind of mess around until the fuel runs out. And FSX really does not like being tabbed out of. So we're in front of Smart Air, allegedly. In real life, this is Ward Air. They're like a general aviation training company. There's the two MiG-15s, actually Polish-built versions, Lim 2s, I think. In real life, one of those is in the hangar somewhere, and the other is sitting on trestles with its wheels up after it belly landed a couple of years ago. So this is the airport I've done pretty much all of my flying from. I did fly out to Orange once just because the pattern here was too crowded. It's a pretty nice scenery pack. This is from Orbex. That funny looking thing over there is a crop duster, which they roll out for air shows here. It's a very bizarre looking aircraft. I can't remember who makes it, like what kind of aircraft it is. It's just very odd looking. Anyway, without further ado, let's get this thing fired up. We can get rid of that visor, we aren't going to need it, plus it blocks my view. Right, just recenter my track IR a bit. Oh, we want that on. Interesting, the lighting looks really bad in daylight. It looks great at night, but in daylight it looks terrible. Okay, engines are up and running, we can get rid of that. Now I'm working from memory on how to get this thing up and running, which I mostly figured out the same way I usually do in DCS, which is trial and error. So I may be doing things wrong. I don't know if we've got any lightning pilots here to correct me, but you'll have to bear with. The track IR in this can be a little bit annoying, like it's difficult to kind of get your head in the right position. Okay, what else do we need in here? I think I got pretty much everything on that needs to be. Got our oxygen, IFF's on for what that's worth, engines are running. The Stab augs are on. Test our weapons panel, that's working. Okay, I think we should be more or less good to go. This thing's a real pain to see out of on the ground. And we have very narrow taxiways here at Bathurst. Whoopsie daisies. Whoopsie daisies.
Approaching 3-5.
I've got to figure out how to disable those voice alerts. They're a bit out of place in this. Might be fine in an airliner, but they're out of place in this. Also, not sure why it's giving me so many warnings. So I haven't read the manual for the lightning at all. I've just kind of, you know, trial and errored everything.
Remaining flaps.
But it seems to protest if you have the battery power on while airborne. It'll start screaming at you about the generator. Turnaround area looks much bigger in real life than it does here. Possibly because I'm in a much smaller aircraft when I'm here. Much smaller aircraft.
On runway 35, flaps. On runway 35, flaps.
We won't be using flaps for takeoff. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. No, this is a British plane. This is a very British plane. Turn that on for all the good it does us. What else have we got? I think that should be pretty much everything. I'll just give you guys another quick external... that light's gone off. Let's try something. Okay, yeah, so we want that on. So why then does it whinge at me about the generator? That's the fuel cock, I think. No, that's a rapid start switch. There must be something I'm missing that causes it to freak out about the generator. I just don't know what it is. Hawk? No, this is definitely not the Hawk. This is the Lightning. Hence the stream title. Hey Max, it's going alright. I must apologise for the scuffed audio. I'm on my webcam mic because apparently FSX doesn't like my normal mic for some reason. OBS doesn't recognise it while this is running.
On runway 3,
because that would be too
5.
easy, you know.
On runway 3, 5.
So this is what we're in. This is an English Electric Lightning Mark II. And it will also go Mark II. With a pair of fire streaks. This is something I really, really, really want in DCS. If we had one of these in DCS, I'd be a very happy boy.
On runway 3, 5.
And this would be really a good counterpart to the MiG-21 in a lot of ways. Been much better? Glad to hear it, man. Very glad to hear it. So for those who missed it, I'm flying from Bathurst again. This is my local airport. This is where I've done pretty much all my real life flying from. And this scenery is like 90-ish% accurate to it. That's pretty faithful.
On runway 3, 5. On runway 3.
So we'll jump back in the cockpit. Everything looks good. Well, I guess it's time to send it. The Lightning has a very, very, very slow engine spool up. If you watch the gauges down there, they take forever to spool up. But when they get going, man, they get going. It's a very fast bird. If we could go up, please. There we go. She didn't want to rotate there. We're airborne now. What I might do is just move my head position up slightly, because you do sit kind of low in the cockpit. Oh, we'll move it forwards a bit as well, I think. Not that far. Jesus. There's no easy way to correct your head position in FSX, unlike DCS, which is a bit annoying. Let's go do a quick flyover of Mount Panorama, then we'll get some altitude. Just a little squirrely. Oh, I've been better like past tense. Oh, okay. Yeah. Shit, dude. Well, I hope that you are feeling better soon. Love the Jeff. Almost as fun as Viper and Flanker. Got the MiG-15, killed some Hornets. Nicely done. That should be Mount Panorama off my nose. And indeed it is. There we go. We're flying so fast the textures haven't loaded in yet. How about that? I'll just reset my track IR a bit. It's a little too high. There we go. It seems the wind affects this thing maybe a little more than it should do. That's not my stick input that's making it wobble everywhere. I think that's the weather. So we'll get out from that. Oh, there goes the music bot. It's going to be one of those streams, I guess. This fucking game just like breaks everything else when I try to run it. it breaks OBS, it breaks the stream bot, it breaks music, and it apparently broke my mic as well. Wobbles almost as much as the Tom. It is killing my microphones. It is killing my microphones. Like every time the game stutters, OBS just decides, nope, I'm not going to register the mic anymore. So I was going to do a couple flights in this thing, but if it's causing this many issues, I might just give up. Might just make FSX a thing I record offline and put up on YouTube, because it's like not streamable at all in this state. I don't know how all those airliner sim guys manage it. Like, every time I try and play this, it breaks stuff. Runs badly and breaks stuff. $39,000. It's still wobbling. It shouldn't be. Really shouldn't be. Probably should have set the weather to clear. $43,000. We could get a better climb rate than this. I just didn't want to push my luck too far with the turbulence. $48,000. Still getting thrown around by this wind. I don't know what is going on with it. His main water supply, you may remember from my previous FSX streams when the fires were on, I was kind of discussing the areas that were burnt out. So that's the main water supply there. My parents' place is behind us somewhere, and about 50,000 feet below. And the Fed's basically printing money and throwing it into the stock market. I haven't been following as closely as I perhaps should have been. But at least they've been throwing some money into actual useful stimulus as well. You know, by like paying unemployed people and paying public services. Those are good things to spend money on. Much better than the fucking stock market, that's for sure. I'd say the Crusader is much more of a fighter than this. This was designed as an interceptor. The design intent of this aircraft was to get airborne on short notice and protect the V-bombers' home airfields from a Soviet attack, you know, from Soviet bombers. So whereas the Crusader's a fighter and the MiG-21's kind of a day fighter turned interceptor turned tactical fighter, this is a pure interceptor. This was not designed for dogfighting at all. That's Sydney down there. All of that whole sort of grey patch is Sydney. And we are now at 54,000 feet. Oh, sorry, 55,000, I stand corrected. Still dealing with some insane gusts up here. It's just ridiculous. And if the aircraft will stabilize for a second, you can actually see the curvature of the Earth. Down there, I don't know if you guys can see it well, that mass of water, that's actually Lake George. That's a dry lake most of the time in real life. Just beyond it, right under those clouds, center of the screen, is Canberra, the capital. And if I could see a little further in that direction, that body of water there, in the mountains, that's the Snowy Mountain Scheme. So that's on the Victorian border. So from about 55,000 feet, you can see pretty much the entire state of New South Wales, which is very impressive. Up there is the Central Coast, Newcastle. What's this? This is the English Electric Lightning. Oh, we're descending a bit. Pick the nose back up. Why isn't it all charred and destroyed? Because Microsoft didn't update the pack. Fuck the light. Get the fuck out of here. There'll be none of that kind of talk in this channel. None of that kind of talk. So, Sydney should be down under those clouds, I think. Let me just check it's not under my other wing. Yeah, that should be Sydney there. Might not get a good look at the harbour from where we are though. Too much cloud. F-15's better than MiG-21, don't ban me. Or I don't know, after you say something like that, it's mighty tempting. You know, I was going to attempt to land this thing somewhere, but this wind is ridiculous. We're just gonna restart the flight with some less obscene weather. I didn't think it would gust that much. That's very, very silly. Fair weather should do. We'll fly from Bathurst again. We'll just run the whole same thing, but I think we'll start from the runway. I don't want to have to taxi along the narrow taxiways again. High footage mic? Yeah, I'm on the webcam mic at the moment because for some godforsaken reason, FSX kills my main microphone. when I'm trying to stream. I don't know what is going on with it. Like, FSX is a tech curse in itself. Every time I run this, it breaks something on my PC. Carrying the red tops? Sure am. Oh yeah, that's what we're carrying, red tops, not the fire streaks. The fire streaks have the funny looking angular nose. So the red tops were the later version, I think. When I saw you were playing FSX, I was sickened but curious. This is where I play all the things I wish we had in DCS, but don't. So I have an F111 as well, which I've flown once or twice on stream, I think. But that's a little bit more difficult to get working properly. And I'm more familiar with how to get the lightning up and running.
3, 5, flaps, flaps.
It's alright, it's not like it's War Thunder. True. So I'll probably do this for a little bit and then switch over to DCS or something. I was hoping to do a fair amount of streaming in this, but it's already caused that many... Excuse me, it's already caused that many technical problems within half an hour that I just cannot be bothered. I really can't be bothered dealing with it today. Are we going to load in? This game has been out for so long, I don't know how it still has so many issues. Well, I guess I do. Microsoft just haven't patched it. Get rid of the menu bar, don't want that. Unpause this. Get rid of the visor because it's in the way. Alright, so same deal, just we're actually on the runway this time. Okay, well that was interesting. I don't know why it started doing that on me. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, that's on. We'll get our oxygen on. That can go on.
On runway 3,
Gyros.
5. On runway 3, 5.
Where's the pitot heat again? It's somewhere along here, wasn't it? I don't fucking remember. It's de-icing. I found it before, I just can't remember where it is. Ah! That might be the issue.
On runway 3, 5. On runway 3.
There's a generator
5.
switch. Normal. Fifth lamp check. It's good to go. There it is. Pitot Hito. Okay, should be good.
On runway 3, 5. On runway 3,
Still
5.
no gun sight. Do I need to have a weapon selected? Oh yes I do, there you go. How about that? Right. For some reason it goes dead quiet when you engage the afterburner. I have no clue why.
1,000 feet. Remain 2,000 feet. Remaining 1,000 feet. Remaining.
There we go, that's much better. There's the airport, lift goes off back the way I'm looking, over the mountains. There's the Macquarie River. My place, down there somewhere. I could fly right over it, but we won't do that. And then, Mount Panorama. If I can figure out where it's gone, it should be right around my nose. Oh no, I've lost it. I've lost it. I think it's actually right under me. Yep, that's it right there. Right where I'm looking, right in the center of the screen. Alright, let's head back out. You know what, let's go to Canberra. Let's go to Canberra. We'll get some altitude. Our fuel gauge is down there. The Lightning doesn't carry a whole lot of fuel and it goes through quickly. Okay, it appears to be working, but it's just muted all my other audio, which... This is why I don't stream this game more often. It just causes endless problems. Endless problems. Anyway, I don't know where I cut off, but yeah, that black square on the screen is something that happens when FSX is trying to load something and it can't quite do it in time. It just comes up as a square. I was just saying that I hope people release some, you know, military aircraft modules for FSX, or sorry, for FS 2020, like, really quickly, so I can get away from this. I really want to play that sim, but I really don't want to fly airliners. So we're just sitting in full burner at this point, so we can pick up some speed and altitude. Also, I don't like my I really like the instruments in this thing. I mean, the cockpit, obviously, visibility is fucking terrible. It is an interceptor after all. But I quite like the instrumentation in this. Like this horizontal bar for the airspeed is fucking awesome. You got a backup knots indicated airspeed gauge here. The artificial horizon is certainly something. Yeah, I know it was cutting out. I saw it stuttering on my end too. It was trying to load in something behind me. It seems that FSX only loads things that are actually on screen, so if you turn your head quickly, it'll stutter as it tries to load stuff in. Hey, Dub! Thanks for the raid, man. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're playing some FSX because I don't have a lightning in DCS, and I'm very upset about this. Expect some glitches. This game always fucks up my stream, but I did feel like playing a bit of it. We'll probably do some DCS afterwards. If you play DCS, want to do some more Korean BFM tonight? Sure. I'm down. So we're now at a cool 48,000 feet, and still climbing. Going through our fuel pretty quickly. £1,800 in each of the main tanks. I should probably come out of burner a little. This bad boy. Mess with the A4 a bit? Nice. I do quite like the A4. I just, I wish the flight model was a little less heavily scripted. I mean, I know it has to be for what it does, but like, it makes it only really good for ground attack. You can't use it for any sort of aggressive stuff because the flight model's... So that's Lake George, that big body of water down there. The Lightning has really weird ailerons. The Lightning has a lot of really weird things. But you also have to bear in mind it was one of the first Mark II aircraft in the world. So it's bound to be a bit odd. You know, the thing is always a little bit strange because they haven't quite worked out what is optimal yet. The original bear killer. Yep. And one of very few things that could catch up to Concorde from behind. really want this in DCS. I really, really want this in DCS someday. Gonna go get dinner? Fly straight? Oh, I can't guarantee I'll fly straight, but I will try and stay airborne at least. Hope you enjoy your dinner, dude. Thanks again for the raid. This would be really interesting too, because it would, in terms of the Cold War server, it'd be kind of a good counter to the MiG-21. And also it would then open the door to developers to bring in some of the Soviet interceptors, which I really want. I really want a Su-15 quite badly. So we can't really see it through the clouds, but that's the south coast over there, so I think right about there-ish should be Jarvis Bay. Actually, no. I think that's Jarvis Bay up there. It's one of those two. And then again is that big grey mass in that direction, just past Lake. .1,000 feet. We're not going very fast, we're only doing Mach 1.1, but I am kind of trying not to burn through all my fuel. You know what, let's just go full burner, fuck it. We're high enough that we can glide for a little while. You've got the old-fashioned hand controller for the radar down here. This is actually like not quite a joystick, but it can be rotated side to side. Then you've got a range scale, a little trigger on it to lock something. Very, very old school. Very cool. Okay, so that body of water over in the mountains to our 1 or 2 o'clock, that's a Snowy Mountain scheme. That's Lake George down there, which, as I said, is a dry lake most of the time. It's kind of odd seeing it full of water. I've never seen it full of water in my life. And then Canberra is right down there. To go to Melbourne and land there, we're gonna make it. So instead, come out of burner, roll her over, go. Not sure what it's bitching at me about. Where in Australia are you from? I'm not Canadian. I've spent most of my time here living on the east coast. It's only the past couple of years I moved inland. So I live in sort of central population speaking, but not geographically speaking, central west New South Wales at the moment. So the airport I'm flying from in this flight is actually where I fly from, or flew from in real life. Get rid of the air brake. I don't know why FSX is so system intensive. Like, I have a relatively good PC, at least for a game of this age, and it still freezes the PC when it loads stuff. That's why the music bot's stuttering, it's why the frames are skipping. Every time this game tries to load something, it freezes my entire PC for a second or two. Yes, it can air refuel. That is why we have a big stick coming out of our left wing there. That's an in-flight refueling probe. I believe it was an addition during its service life. I don't think it was designed to do it. Oh, shut up. That's Parliament down there. That funny looking building set into a hill. There's Canberra Airport. Right around where I'm looking, that is now an IKEA. Headquarters of the Australian Defence Force curiously isn't modelled in this, but it should be right about there. It's a really cool building, really, you know, really 70s looking building. Duntrue Military Academy. Australian War Memorial is right there. It's a National War Memorial and Museum. Now, I'm not too good with Canberra suburbs, but I think that's fish. Looks industrial, so it should be. Yeah, it does say, but it's a shame because I'd love to stream some more stuff like this, especially with these old Cold War birds. Because this is the only place you can fly them. War Thunder doesn't have this jet. I'm not putting my fucking flaps out. There's the National Art Gallery, portrait gallery next to it. National Library should be somewhere along there too. Again, there's Parliament. A lot of this area, which I'm kind of looking at now, near Parliament, is all embassies and stuff. War Thunder does have the lightning. What, does it have it now? It didn't used to. It has a javelin, but it never used to have the lightning as far as I was aware. They must have recently added it. So you'll notice there that Parliament, Canberra's design, because this was obviously a planned city, because Sydney and Melbourne couldn't make up who was going to be capital, so they said, fuck yous both, we'll build one between you, so they don't argue anymore, it'll be its own territory. But there's a straight, direct line of sight from Parliament. Direct line of sight from Parliament to the Australian War Memorial, which was done intentionally. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to actually work on the dumbass politicians, but the idea was that they'd always, you know, kind of bear that in mind before declaring war on someone. War Thunder just added the lightning and the Saab Draken. Oh, so nice. Well, I'm not really one for War Thunder, especially the flying side of things, but I might have to test that out sometime. I just wish that, like I said before, War Thunder really does provide a good public service in that it has all the different variants of jets and it has all the weird and wonderful stuff you won't see anywhere else, but not a good sim. I really wish we had... Okay, that's the mute button, good. I wish we had some of the stuff War Thunder has in DCS. It would really, really nice. Black Mountain should be around here somewhere. Might be back that way. Can't remember how Canberra it is. I've actually got a reasonable amount of fuel left. I think this scenery pack does include Telstra Tower. I just can't see it. I can't remember which mountain it's on. I think Black Mountain's off my nose. No, I think it is the one off my nose. I don't remember. I thought I hit the mute button. Shush. Quiet. This could be a bit spicy, but we'll give it a go. Get rid of the radar. Definitely getting the F8 when it comes out. Yeah, likewise. I'm really excited for that thing. Both to fly and kill. Okay. Start looking to get rid of some of this airspeed. We're quite close to the runway and quite low. It wouldn't be one of my legs if we weren't fast and low, right guys? 350 knots. Maybe tickle the brake again. I swear to God, shut up. I don't even know what it's bitching about. It's just not happy about something. Okay, gear down. Flaps down. Have any clue what could be up with that F-16 skin? Not a clue. I haven't done anything differently than I have with my Mirage liveries, which obviously work fine. I've got other custom liveries for the F-16 at work, so I really don't know. How am I unstable? We're fine. Perfect approach. What are you bitching about? Little hard. It's fine.
Remaining.
There we go, we got our little drag. Put the brakes away, we don't need them anymore. Flaps can come back up. Cut, shoot. Oh my god, frames. The frames, please. There it is. This thing sure complains a lot. Hey Ink. Just mucking around with the lightning a bit, then we'll do some DCS probably. I think the Jets cockpit voice is one of the developers' wives, I'm pretty sure. Same one that did all the voiceovers for the preview videos. She does have a nice voice. I don't know, I'm kind of partial to Rita though. I just... Something about how Rita sounds like she's really disinterested and doesn't care. I find that don't think we can reset that. What else we got? Not actually sure what that switch does. Oh, it's a throttle cutoff, I think. Yep, engines off. And that should be pretty much everything. Get rid of the battery. Down. It's a little different. Yeah, for one thing, the rate of technical problems has climbed astronomically. So, one of the reasons the Lightning got retired is because there's just not really much room for modern avionics in this thing. Like the MiG-21, it had quite a small radar because there wasn't much space for it. It could only fit into this nose cone, which, like the MiG-21, does move to alter the airflow into the engine. The reason the Lightning looks so funny is because it's actually got two engines stacked on top of the other. So you can see the there's a splitter there. You can see the bottom intake, but you can't quite see the top one from this angle. They've even modeled the vortex generators in the intake, which is kind of neat. So, because of the engine arrangement, it did have some issues with engine fires. You know, if you had an engine fire in the top engine, you were pretty much screwed. But it also meant that the Lightning had about 1.5 times the drag of a single engine fighter, whereas if they'd arranged it side by side, as is more typical, you would see about twice the drag at least. So they figured for more go fast, with the power plant they had, they would stack them vertically. And so you end up with this very strange arrangement. An APU exhaust there, but you can, like with this module, you can see the smoke come pissing out of it when you start the engines up. Really nice detailed module considering how old this is. I think this was actually made for FS9 and it got ported to FSX, but it still looks pretty good. You know, little lick of paint here and there, and this could go in DCS. Is it crazy as well? Oh, absolutely. Look at the shape of this thing. Nothing else in the sky. I'll just zoom out a little so it's not quite flipping out. Nothing else in the sky looks quite like a Lightning. So your flaps are where you would typically expect to find flaps, but your ailerons are actually, they almost look more like rudders because of the way they're situated on the wings. And then a very, very small, very low mounted tailplane. One of the changes between the Mark 1 and 2 and the Mark 3, which this also comes with, you have a Mark 1A, a Mark 2 and several Mark 3s, is the shape of the tail fin. So the Mark 3 added a little bit more to the tail. Instead of this sort of sharply rounded off triangle, you have more of a traditional tail. It's still tall, it's just, you know, a bit more area to it. There's the Lightning parked at the Air Museum just down the road from me. Pretty interesting plane to look at. Yeah, I'd love to see one of these things in person. I probably did as a kid, but I wouldn't remember it by now. You know, I haven't been back to the UK in a very long time, and there's, as far as I'm aware, there's no Lightnings here. And there goes the music bot again. It's capable of in-flight refueling, although curiously the probe isn't showing externally. What I think has happened, so the Mark II didn't have the IFR probe. I think they use the same cockpit for all Marks, but the exterior model's different. So the Mark III has quite a long IFR probe that comes out from under the wing, kind of like the F100, under the wing, and then bends up and sits about here next to the cockpit on the left side even. Weird average, it folds outwards into the wings, just because of the way the aircraft, that's really the only way they could get it to work, I guess. It couldn't really use the MiG-21 solution of folding inwards and then the wheels folding flat against the sides of the engine because of the way the engines are positioned. You then got your belly tank here, so you carry a little bit of extra fuel with that, and I believe the Mark III and the Mark VI had some, I think they had 1 or 2 Aiden guns in there as well. So, all in all, a really neat plane. One we definitely could use in DCS. There's always more need for old jets in DCS, and especially British jets. We need something that's not American. Like, really need something that's not American. And yeah, actually, these are the Fire Streak missiles, because they've got that funny looking nose to them. Anyway, I'm sick of FSX breaking my stream, so we'll close this and we'll hop on DCS for a bit, I think. Bear with me for a minute, guys. Hopefully I won't need to restart OBS to get my mic to work. This is really bizarre. Really, really bizarre. I don't know why it does this to my OBS, but it does it every single fucking time I play it. Did you see the MI24 previews? I did. It looks really good. I'm pretty excited for it. Just give me a second. I want to check something with the stream audio. Oh my god. Yeah, the mic is fucking scuffed. We'll roll with it for now. I'm going to have to reset it before next stream, because if I change it now, I'm going to have to restart OBS, and then that's going to cause all kinds of headaches, I think. It sounds like it's coming from my webcam, and it shouldn't be. I don't know. Okay, give me a second to just set this up. There we go. Okay. OBS hooked the right window, which is a good start. See if anyone's on Cold War. Probably not. Yeah, it's usually empty this time of day. DCS. Oh shit, DCS is jumping. Pom's on. Let's jump on red. The man shut down Dubai last night. Streets of Dubai were empty from 8 PM to 6 AM this morning. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I think we're probably going to get the same in a couple days. Word from the grapevine is that the hotel industry basically got told, yeah, you're going to be shutting your shit down midnight Sunday.
Got a limited climb up to 15 to 20,000 and then scan out.
Discord's a bit loud.
Right behind you. You taking off right now?
A firm.
Who's that right in front of you? No, that's Ballistic behind him. You're following Ballistic. Copy. Oh. Fender F shaft, door mouse departing. 2-1 right. Fender F shaft.
Okay. Contacts are approximately 30 out. Angels 1. Oh, friendly. Disregard.
Nothing happening here, though it's usually like that. Yeah, it's been a bit like that here. Other than the panic buying, people have been pretty nonchalant, which I think is going to change very quickly once it starts hitting.
Firefin, your wingman's on your side tonight.
Yeah, I felt bad with seeing the imbalance. Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
Demon, thanks for slinging there.
Is that Geshem?
Could become worse than Wuhan. It wouldn't surprise me.
I believe
The Chinese government acted, you know,
Andar,
maybe not perfectly,
Elf,
but at least they
Andar.
kind of got on top of it pretty quick. The US has been pretty lacking in its response so far. Most of the Anglosphere has in general, which, you know, is usual.
Multiple contacts.
We all think we're invincible.
It's a gorilla.
Oh, we got Vipers on red.
Destroyed as well.
Intriguing.
Or captured.
Guess these guys are flying from Kish, so I will fly from Kish as well. I have no idea what's going on, but we'll see. We'll find something to kill. Kind of like on red, blue flag do it too. I don't. I really don't like having
Just beating up my shit.
modern US aircraft on red. Are we gonna unfreeze DCS? Is that a thing we can do?
Let's go kill that guy.
Actually, let me get ground.
Agreed. So that would be over at Bandar Lenge.
Tower?
We should just head 27 west and intercept.
Ground air.
Demon, where was your HQ7 at?
We've
Was
got
that
two
Bandar L or?
nails.
Then rearm and refuel.
Copy, 16 mils.
Demon, where was your HQ7 at?
Who's that in the right bank there?
Firefin just came out of the left, or right bank.
Yeah, okay, I'm right behind you. Thank off your long 7. And sorry again, who else is up here with us? I see you contrailing. Ballistic, RTB having issues here. No.
Copy.
Alright. Yeah, I see you diving down. A firm.
ICS comm check.
Sorry about that door mouse.
Can you hear me?
Be right
No
back.
worries. Roger.
You guys are so polite.
Clock firing, 9 o'clock.
That can't be us, can it, Dormouse?
Oh god. I don't think so.
This cloud cover doesn't fucking help.
Closing canopy.
Wait, the missiles can see through the clouds? What the?
I doubt it. I think we're safe.
Ready to start.
Yeah.
You'll not soon.
Just gonna put jammer on. Hey, I read somewhere, and I can't recall, does the jammer on the 14 mess with the TWS tracks? I think it messes like the Sparrow, maybe? I read something about this.
If High Noon was here, I bet he could tell you.
Fin, I am turning 180.
Roger, 180. Still fucking up our shit.
Wow.
Dormouse fire. I'm gonna prosecute Flipper hitting the deck and heading for Bandar Lenge.
Copy.
It's a personal thing. Bet money Chop is hanging around the same neighborhood.
Yeah, I might follow you over there.
Alright, Black Falcon, I just got kicked for the client texture thing. Just as I got in range of the carrier.
All right, you may need to do a repair on your game because no one I've never seen that.
Still can't believe those kids
Unless you're missing something.
in spring break in Florida. Yeah, although I find it funny, a lot of people tried to blame millennials for it, as if millennials are going on spring break, or, you know, going outside at all. It seems to be, it's either really young ones that are ignoring it, or boomers that think they're fucking immune to it because they think it's a conspiracy. Those are the two groups that are causing problems.
Okay, well don't delete it. It's basically telling
Zoomers
you
and boomers.
The one that should be. It's not the one that DCS.
If you want to reel, let me know. If you want to hop in, by all means.
It's been modified. So if you delete it, then you would definitely be in violation of it. So you need to
if I
repair it.
Yeah, if I delete it, and then I do the repair, then it should replace it, correct?
Doesn't help most people have no paid sick
But it
days,
doesn't.
and normal US responses
doesn't
to
replace
mild
it?
sickness
Nope.
is to keep
Are you on
going to
Steam?
work, do nothing to stop spreading it. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Exactly. And an increasingly casualized workforce as well, that's a recipe for disaster, but
Firefox 3.
no one wants to talk about that because that would involve criticizing our
Anyone got any
blessed
info for him?
economic
No,
system, which works so well that every time any sort of major crisis happens, we immediately abandon it and go back to the government, immediately taking control of everything and planning the economy. Very strange, isn't it? Very, very strange.
Ooh, that hostile that I have Fox 3.
Such an excellent system that it only works when nothing is going wrong.
I mean, it should definitely work. You should be able to repair.
Casualized? Yeah, like casual workers, you know.
That file should be there. So, however,
I forgot to
carrier?
tell Jester to sort himself out back there.
what do you mean? What type?
Like what type of carrier? Because I'll just try them in the single player and see. If
What's our AWACS?
Stennis.
Yeah, I mean, are you deleting the Stennis?
1241.
Yeah, do you reckon I should? And then
No,
repair it?
don't delete anything. Which texture did you delete?
The specific one that threw an error on.
What was it called?
Fire cannon
CVN.
now bearing 180. Contact is trying to not.
We're ready to taxi.
Is that 16?
Unsure.
Yeah, I'm at point 180.
Got 2 more hostiles. Angels 30.
There is not putting my waypoints on so I can see them.
I
so-
don't know any of these airports.
Have an
I don't
exact
even know where I am,
moment.
so this could be interesting.
I DM'd it to you. Blackrock.
What was the what was the texture called?
Kish, this is where I am up
I
here.
messaged it on Discord to you.
There we go. I got it. Okay, I'm about 60 miles outside of Bandar Langi.
I rarely ever play on Persian Gulf. Oh shit.
Oh, we got one at 150.
Yeah,
It's a nice map and all,
Sexy's
it's
Angels
just
10.
I don't really play many
Yeah.
scenarios where it's
We got
Yeah,
somebody.
the map of choice.
Rolling in on
Can you
Albertine.
guys take care of the one at 150? I'm engaging 2 bandits, 2 and 30.
Yeah, that guy at 150 is real close to you, so I'm gonna try to get a fight out
About
of
feet
him.
dry.
He's not heading towards me though.
He is. He's hot on you.
Fox 3.
Long ass flight, man. It's like 90 miles.
Did you repair the Abu Noir so I could rearm?
No. I'm about to put a soldier down at Albertine though. We're gonna try this theory.
Yeah, I needed a spot to piggy, you know.
Oh god.
Soldier down at Albertine.
Contact.
Yeah, but I'm flying from Kish, so it's a lot further than Abu Noir for me to hop.
Oh,
There
shit,
goes
here.
DCS.
I'm
There are
gonna.
mass fire fin skippers heading towards you.
Yeah,
Have you,
come on,
have you
Fox
landed a
3.
16 on the carrier yet?
Oh, you took a Viper?
What else would I take? SU-33?
Tom Cat, bro. I know you own it.
Yeah, DCS crashed.
I'm not flying it by myself. Too many buttons.
I don't know what happened there.
Fire's defensive.
Yeah, it has been, hasn't
Turn
it?
hot on that two
This is the price I pay for thinking I might play some FSX. It was a mistake.
Okay,
I won't make
yes,
that mistake again.
That is the Stennis texture. We need to go find that texture, tall fella, and replace it, or just do a repair on your game and let's see if we can get that thing back in. Got to figure out how to get that,
Yeah, man,
that texture back
Fox
in.
Well, I guess we get to sit through the Tomcat startup again.
It says that it's the textures CVN74 Bono. I wonder if I can send him the pic. Send it.
If you do a integrity check on Steam, it should re-download but reinstall the file.
Yeah,
I think
so
he
I
had the
just
standalone.
yeah, I've got standalone, but I just deleted the Stennis
Dumbass Fox 3.
carrier
Mad Dog.
text of it, and it's reinstalling now.
You don't have to delete it. You just reinstall your game or repair, and it should fix whatever's broken. You don't have to delete it.
Delete all 90 gigs. Reinstall.
120.
Human departing 2-1.
Thomas,
right down
that's
there,
it.
boss.
And skippers offensive on a target. He's cold.
And I hope one of my dogs hits something.
Gotta get myself a new power bank as well for my phone, because my old one died. Like, the charger port physically broke off, so...
That's weird.
I need that to keep the phone running during streams, because some of the longer streams, if I lose the phone, I lose chat, right?
Kick your INS.
Anyone else feel like the Harrier Ops video from meeeeee was a tease? Yeah. It'll probably be out pretty soon.
That's weird.
It's probably the DoD fucking with the Iranians again.
Probably didn't get the latest update cycle. "28 days, they pop out a new update."
Swoop, I show you as possibly 20 miles or so, maybe 15 miles from feet.
That's so wild.
Looks like we might have pushed those guys down low. One's cold.
Are the Tomcats functional?
Oh shit, who's this out front? You're about to
ED
fire
don't
a
communicate with third-party devs, so I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't been supplied with any of what they need to make it work with the supercarrier. Like, that's the reason...
Fires damage going.
Okay, so the reason why, you know, like Sims like FSX or X-Plane or whatever have some really good full-fidelity military aircraft,
To drop the CCA.
but we don't, is because devs like Milviz, for instance, who made a really sim for Sims, just straight up said they're not going to work with ED until ED changes its business practices.
I took a...
Like, they don't communicate, they don't give out any of what third parties need to get shit working before patches.
And you know, only.
And this is why the game's always so broken.
Tip air to air.
I might have forgot about the repair and only brought a JTAC.
It's just entirely because ED just do not communicate and do not supply resources.
On this guy's corpse, damn it.
Yeah, I just got him.
We have drive-through liquor barns here in Texas.
Okay.
The fact that you have a liquor barn is impressive.
And it's a drive-through.
You don't even have to open your doors, they just throw it in. You stick your money out the slot or your card. Actually, they have the delivery.
They give
You pay for it
straws.
online. Yeah, we got plastic straws.
Liquor stores are now considered essential.
That they are.
Are they not?
We were all standing around in the street 6 feet apart drinking beer tonight.
Yeah, with the shutdown, they're all essential services now, like all the other, you know, real essential services would be.
I gotta sterilize the depression away.
They all got considered essential, so all liquor stores are open while everything else is closed. We all knew they were, or this is the first time that the state has actually said that they were.
Admitted to it, you mean?
Funny. Yeah, admitted to it, yeah.
Maybe it's because the water is like a blue instead of a gray here. I wonder if that's why the GPS is. It's like, kind of looks like the Bahamas right here.
Where are you at, Soups?
Albertine-ish.
Question.
Tall fellow, where's this texture file? What folder is it in? I'm looking for it here. Open beta. Give me some user help.
Core mods, tech,
Okay.
and then the
Got it.
DCS joint.
Can you imagine getting your balls beat to death every day, shuttling people out to the oil rigs and back? That's like essentially what I'm doing right now.
Alright, I just sent you the one I have. See if you can load that and see if it works. Okay, we got Spike from the Patriot.
I don't.
Is the 16 that just formed up on my wing?
God, at least I hope don't, because I don't have our Spio 20.
Yeah, alright, it's on me. I'm just gonna drop my altitude here.
Yeah, Max,
It's
welcome to
coming from,
DCS. They usually are.
Oh, tally.
Yeah, the
See it
base we're
going
trying to engage. Yeah. My fucker's dropping altitude.
I will say DCS is running rather like shit.
Like 10 meters in the frog foot, not set off the Patriot.
Yeah, I was like Angels 11.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So the Patriot is not showing up on the SA.
That can't. What the fuck? I hit both Patriots. I wonder if I didn't kill the launcher and it got repaired.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Navigation error.
Well, I definitely need a base here somewhere that I can land so I can get some bombs and help out.
My frames are absolute garbage right now.
Let's try Ohad here. I'm about to land.
Did you check to see if your internal crate? No, you just brought a JTAC, so you definitely don't have an internal crate.
No, there's no CC action here. But I think if we put a soldier in an internal crate,
we should be able to rearm refuel. Copy that.
maybe,
I'm on my way.
Let's see. We'll see if we capture. Or like it turns it red.
Yeah,
Or
copy
maybe
that.
they just left it neutral.
We'll see. Tall fellow, let me know if that file works for you.
Yeah, I'm launching it.
And you won't get an integrity issue on single player. There's no check on it.
No, I was checking if it was like a texture error, you know, maybe like the textures would go...
Okay, so I think I want to go that way to get to the runway. That way appears to be a dead end.
You want to splash?
That was a lag spike. Alright. Which airport is this? I think Red should make these like fobs. I think this would be cool to have like a super sneaky, like, covert swoop team 6 mission to get in here.
Right.
It'd be cool if infantry did something and then you could
20 minutes,
take a
goddammit.
bunch of Hueys.
Yes.
I would do that literally all day long.
That's one of my Moose missions. You're on the old Stennis, and then like, because in 2012 or 2011 they said if you ever sail through the Strait of Hormuz, we'll sink your carrier. So I got it set up. Fire some silkworms, and then you engage it, and you wipe out the base. And when you wipe out the base, it triggers a bunch of CC. What do we call those? CH-53s.
Yeah.
And they take off to Tarawa. They go land a bunch of troops. And then the C-130s land the bigger stuff. And then some C-17s come in and land some bigger shit. Invasion!
Whatever happened to the People's Republic of Mozdok? Or Beslan? The Beslan Liberation Front.
JTAC's out.
Well, we got 20 minutes to go, so...
Let's put some man pads over here.
We're gonna have like a political uprising on Caucasus over by Hell's Gate that would randomly pop up.
Oh, the third faction?
Somebody was saying they were gonna build into the mission that like like partisans would start man padding you and like RPGing you within the field.
Yeah, Red talked about that.
Whoa, it says Sasal Nikhil has been captured.
Is that where you're at?
Yeah, dude, land here. See if you can get fucking weapons.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes left, so yes, I'm right over. Give me a second.
Dude,
I just gotta
if
find
this
it.
works, wait, I should see if I can rearm.
Can you see me anywhere? I'm looking for you.
I'm in a helo.
I'm looking for you.
Sasal Nikhil. I lied. I did not go to Albertine. It was mission secrecy.
Oh man.
Hey, Swoops, are you on the
info?
Say what?
Are you on the carrier right now?
No, I'm in Sasal Nakin.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get stuff.
My fucking needs GCI here.
Sasal Nakin. It's the one north of Albertine.
Yeah, I'm doing this while trying not to get shot down by the Patriot in bad weather.
Bad weather.
You thought about chewing gum?
It's in Bravo, November 40 with the other airport.
Yeah, try looking at the F-10
Hey,
map,
Ross, look for
flying
180 for
through
me.
buildings.
No, come in from the ocean, dude. It comes in right over the ocean. It's like Boston.
I can't, I'm at 250 feet. I can't tell which island is which.
It's like Boston.
Oh, gosh.
It's like,
I lived there during the Big Dig, man. That was terrible.
It's not Wizard.
alright.
Later, Avis traffic, throw a mouse on final 0.
It's the one north and north. It's like literally if I put the thing on it.
Yeah, I am north.
Hey Ross, we don't
It's
have any
three-
weapons.
It's 3.34 miles from Albertine.
Seriously?
I'm looking. Okay, I see it. I'm looking at the
What?
poppy lights. I got it.
Yeah, let me see here.
Patriots spiking me.
I'm gonna tell approach control I have the poppies in sight next time I land. They'll laugh.
You're right. I don't know how that happened.
Banner Avis traffic. Demon final 03 left.
So, guess what?
What?
I'm getting fuel.
Awesome.
And I think we can get weapons here.
Black Falcon, it didn't work.
What did it say? Fucking Patriot spike. You better not start launching. I'm at 200 feet and spiking.
You can do it.
Honestly, Max, if I have many more problems, I'm probably just going to call this one early. Because I'm getting the impression I'm going to need to restart my PC to get any decent performance out of DCS or OBS.
Alright, short final.
We'll see how we go. But I'll catch you later, dude. Thanks for
Let me
stopping
look
by
and see if
anyway.
it gives me shit. Dude, it rearmed me. Dude, we can get weapons here. Guys,
Dude, this
guys, we can do sass out in the keel. We can get
runway
fucking
is so
weapons
short.
here.
Let's go bomb the shit.
This runway's too short, Soup.
It's
I'm not gonna make it.
5,387 feet long.
King's
A
fine.
fucking mile.
Should be right. It's probably your internet saver. Like, mine seems fine.
Falcon
Nope.
just doesn't know how to
Didn't make
land
it.
a 16.
Falcon, are you in a 787?
No, just
I mean, even a 7.8
brakes-
can stop. I can stop at
brakes-
7.6 at 3,000 feet.
your brakes weren't working, buddy.
Just don't know how to land properly.
Alright, well, I'm gonna call it a night, gentlemen. Good luck with sauce and the keel.
Alright, see it.
It's gonna be a horribly overweight landing, actually. Let's get rid of some of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting rocket pods put on right now. Holy shit, this is awesome.
Alright, go capture Sir Abenur so I can get over there, please.
With what? What you should have done the first time. You can land here and get fuel and
Restart.
By the time I get us on the ground, dump some fuel and get us on the ground, the fucking server's gonna restart.
land the Viper at 135. All
The one time that DDCS has people on it when I'm actually trying to play, and this happens. Still 8,000 pounds of fuel.
Today I learned. Fuck, we could capture Lewa too.
No traffic visiting 2-1R.
Still a bit fast. By a bit fast, I mean a lot fast. Quite high as well. Might chuck a little bit of an S turn here. Actually, you know what? I'll just chuck an orbit. That's what we'll do. Get rid of some of the airspeed. Okay. Should be close to slow enough now.
Firefighting ballistic.
Rossmum, short final, Kish, 2-8 left. It's not really short, I guess. It's actually long by my standards, but whatever. Do I not have this bound? Okay. I thought I did. Oh, that's why. Flaps. So, you know what? We'll just put that back, put that back. Go manual, and then command them all the way back. There we go.
Oh shit, there's another helo here. What the fuck?
We did have what the fuck? Oh, you know what? I bet I tried to taxi off before they were done rearming me. I bet you that's what it is. I thought the aircraft had a bit of a roll tendency on it.
That's fucking hilarious. There's some guy named Trashbag flying around in a helo over here.
Server's going to restart soon anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but we'll see if we can get back in the air at least.
I hit him with rockets!
That's awesome.
I fucked him up while we're flying!
Oh, Blue has F-16s too. What the fuck? What? So both teams have F-16s? That's
Must fucking
very confusing. Very confusing.
Oh shit, he turned around and got me. I guess I didn't drop him.
There you go, that's what happened. Their MI8 shot down ours with rockets.
Your tail hook's down.
How the fuck? Oh, you motherfucker. You do that again and you might have an accident. £5,000 to go, then weapons. I think this is actually the first time I've flown on Persian Gulf since the 2.56 update. Like I said, I don't really fly on this map very often. Really? Oh. You're kidding. It's probably fucking up my mic again. Can you hear me now, Saber? Apparently not. Oh my god. Oh, this stream! Hey, Razor Legend. Ooh, it's a fancy new screen. First time I've seen that, actually. I know you guys can hear me. I just.
You, Ross.
It's probably because OBS is trying to use the same audio source as Discord. Like,
I see your name lighting up, but I can't hear you talk.
Yeah, no, I think I know what that is. I'm rearming and refueling, Razor. But the server's about to restart anyway.
Then our traffic, let's take runway 30, left. If anybody found like
5 minutes until
please
restart.
pick it up.
Left it a little bit too late to turn nose wheel steering off, but I think we'll get away with it. I think what I'll do, when the server restarts, I'll restart the stream really quickly just to get everything working as it should be. Because at the moment this is really messed up, like my audio is messed up. I need to be able to talk on Discord, which I can't, so... It might be down for a minute or two, but it should be straight back up after that. I know, Jace. It'd be terrifying. Something would be very wrong, right?
Gentlemen, have yourself a great evening. Thanks for the flights. Friends, if you're out there, have a great night.
Good night.
Thanks, Super. Thanks, Skipper. Have
Yeah.
a great night, guys.
Unimatrix. This is funny watching Unimatrix try to find me in this parking lot. JTAC blends in with all the other cars.
Alright, bear with me guys, stream's gonna go down for probably somewhere between 1 and 3 minutes. It will be back up.